Hey there, this is Elskin of I Am Legend from Prophecy of the Five. I'm bringing you another rated match here. This one a Huttball between SWtOR and Clutch of Prophecy of the Five. SWtOR, one of the more creative teams right now, running ranked on Prophecy of the Five, and Clutch just a lot of really good players, so this should be a good match. Right off the bat, we're going to see Dark Yogurt here, the shadow for SWtOR moving up across the left, going to go into stealth. We see the operatives roll right off the bat, and SWtOR is going to win that race. SWtOR moving in, he's getting that ball first. Dark Yogurt is going to head into the end zone, hoping that his Guardian tank is going to be able to get in position for a leap to get into that end zone. He's moving along the right-hand side, or the left-hand side rather, of the map on the edge, putting himself in a position to avoid getting pulled. SWtOR healing, of course, is moving in, getting in position for a pull to make sure that the Guardian tank is not going to get caught in any kind of a dangerous position. And here we see, we are going to see their tank there, and Karu is going to put himself in a good position to get the score right away. They're going to, of course, hold that ball right in the end zone as long as possible, just so they can make sure that they get the ball back. Not Steve puts up entrench. Dark Yogurt puts up the force shroud, but we are going to see A-Test, the operative, going to be able to get a hold of that ball after the score. And so Clutch now with a hold of that ball. IDM, the assassin, going to take that ball, going to start to walk it. Fire pull in position is Yogurt, but the sorcerer is able to pull IDM out of that fire right away so that Yogurt eats all that damage from the fire, but IDM does not. Yogurt now with very little health, just trying to get away. He's going to get pulled in by IDM. Guard put on him, heals coming in on him. SWtOR and SWtOR trying to keep Yogurt up, and see is a key part of the way that they play Huttball, as is any shadow. And we do see that Yogurt is going to be able to get put all the way back up to full health. Now being harassed by Unala here, the Carnage Marauder. But Yogurt not in any real danger at this time, as does look like SWtOR has pretty good position in mid, have a numbers advantage. They don't seem to be in any kind of real trouble health-wise. And now score coming in for Clutch as Yogurt moves in. Yogurt with the shroud once again, and not the Steve with the entrench, not able to prevent IDM from moving in and grabbing that ball. Yogurt now trying to get in position using those air vents to put himself so that he can get a good fire pull off. Really one of his strongest suits is making those fire pulls at just the right time. Unala, of course, and Dilrisi quite aware of that, and so they're going to do everything that they can to make sure that Yogurt is not in position to get that pull. Clutch is going to get a leap into the end zone, and now their assassin, or their juggernaut rather, burning, he's going to put himself in good position to be safe, to avoid getting pulled into the fire, and they will hold that until they know they have position in mid to get the score, or until the ball is ready to blow up, as there is a timer on it. Yogurt once again taking a lot of harassment as Clutch is getting ready to score. One of the two people most able to get that ball, is going to take the harassment along with not Steve, but SWtOR is able to get in. He's able to get that ball and get it in a really nice pass position to Nkaru. Yogurt stealths out immediately. He's going to try to get undetected into the end zone, present a leap target for Nkaru. It certainly looks like Clutch is playing an interesting strategy. They know what they need to do in terms of getting control of mid before scoring, but they do not seem to necessarily be waiting. They are scoring when indeed SWtOR still has somewhat of a good position in mid. Of course, it only takes the one guy to get the ball. And so Nkaru now waiting until Intercede is up. No use passing the ball, putting yourself in a position to get intercepted or have your pass target pulled away. Twice now, though, Nkaru misses that leap, and he's taking an awful lot of time to score. We do see Clutch leaving him completely alone, conceding the score almost, just ready to altogether ready to get the ball. And again, Nkaru not able to make the leap. I'm not entirely sure what the problem is. I think Yogurt might be putting himself in a position that does not really afford itself for a Guardian leap. We also have not seen UShock go ahead and use his pull, saving it to get Inkaru out of the fire if necessary. Now Inkaru is going to be able to get up into the, or Wind Force it is, I'm sorry. Inkaru would, of course, be their Guardian tank most times. Wind Force, their other Guardian. IDM is sapped now, standing up on that upper platform. He is waiting to jump in with Force Shroud and get that ball if indeed there is a score. And now Frog Decks have scored. They call it. Not Steve gets in with the entrenched. Dark Yogurt gets in with the Force Shroud, but again, Burning this time able to pull it away, and he's going to get that ball over to IDM, who's going to drop into the pit, or get knocked into the pit at the very least. Interesting decision making there to get that ball to the assassin to go into the pit. Not normally what one does, but if there is anybody in the end zone to pass to, which would be a risky play, or at the very least, if there's a Sage up there, Sorcerer to pull IDM, it would be a much better play. IDM is getting heals, and he is in the end zone. Now he's been getting to Burning, of course. The ball passed over to the Juggernaut, so that's good. Much easier scoring opportunity for Clutch if they can pull it off. Dark Yogurt, of course, trying to move in position for a pull, but Unala, Dilrisi, every Marauder on Clutch is putting their number one priority to keep Dark Yogurt from getting in position to fire pull. We do see a leap into the end zone now, and a fire pull does get off on Burning by Yogurt. It was a desperation pull. He's not going to be able to get the ball, but he is going to be able to at least delay that score. Now the Sage, or the Sorcerer in the end zone rather, does pull Burning up, and they're going to hold that ball off until it is time to, they know that they have position mid to get it. Yogurt doing the best that he can to try to put himself in a good position to get the ball. Just trying to avoid taking damage, not really doing a whole lot other than trying to avoid CC, trying to stay alive. He's just trying to position himself outside of CC range, waiting for that score, and now he is going to try to get in, but unfortunately, he burned his CC break too quickly, and on top of that, the secondary stun is going to keep him from getting the ball, and we do see that it's going to be a test. The operative who gets it, Yogurt with a nice pull and knock into the fire, down by one, but now with hope, with 5 minutes and 45 seconds left, Yogurt's going to drop into the pit, going for the end zone, looking for some kind of target for the score, passing it over to Wind Force. Wind Force right now looking for the leap into the end zone. He has a whole lot of help, and Karu is there in the event that there's another need. IDM is going to pull Wind Force into the fire, but the Sage is going to be able to use Shock to get him out with a pull there. Right out, and that is very fortunate because that could have been a major play against S-Key. Dark Yogurt moving to the end zone. Wind Force is going to have the ability to leap whenever he would like, and now he's going to be able to either score or hold that. It looks like he's going to go for the hold as long as possible, taking a little bit of a risky route, but sometimes you have to get what you have to get. Yogurt is in stealth, moving up onto that top platform, moving a little bit to the left. You notice IDM was waiting earlier, right there in the middle. He wants to make sure he is not caught by IDM. Waiting on that score, Spit is going to go down. He's got the ball a few times, so it looks like Clutch, in addition to his being a healer, realizes that he is a key target to take down if they want to make sure that S-Key does not get that ball. Wind Force at full health. He's not in any real danger right now, as he's just holding that ball as long as possible, waiting until it is a good time to score. But with the amount of pressure the Clutch is putting on right now with all of their DPS, it's very difficult really to find any kind of good position to score in. They're probably waiting on Hunker Down from Not Steve, and of course Dark Yogurt does have Force Shroud, but he's not been especially effective at getting that ball. I mean, now the score comes down, and the engineering little quick plasma probe and stun is able to keep Not the Steve from rolling over and getting that ball, getting that Hunker Down, and instead Clutch is able to get the ball into the hands of their Guardian tank. And so Dark Yogurt going to try to get in position for a pull, but no luck with the air vent, and now he's going to be rooted in the acid pit, taking some damage. Nice job by the melee here of Osh Meow, or rather, that is to say, Oshmiel's not in this game, but Andrion is Sentinel, doing everything he can to keep Burning from getting in position for the leap into the end zone, even to try to keep him in position for that pull from Dark Yogurt. And as we do see the Marauders again. This time it is Dilrisi doing everything Nala rather, doing everything that he absolutely can to make sure Dark Yogurt is not able to get in position for that pull. Burning now, looking for the leap target. He finally gets it. He's going to move into the spot, but a nice pull from Dark Yogurt is able to get him out of there for the time being. Just had to get it off quickly because once he gets behind that little crack, it is not able to do a pull. Yogurt not able to prevent the score. He's going to try to kill Burning, but of course that's not going to happen. His best position is to try to knock him into the end zone, and even that fails. However, with the spinning kick, finally able to force the score so that his team is able to get the ball and not allow Clutch to set up. So much of this game now is just dependent on making sure that you're in position to get that ball, because once you have a competent tank of some kind in a position to score, it's probably going to happen. Not the Steve with his hunker down, got the ball, is able to get it over to the Guardian. I can't quite tell whether or not that is Windforce or whether it is Unkaru, but Yogurt gonna move forward, popping all his cooldowns, honestly popping his deflection a little bit needlessly there, as it's not gonna really help against the fire, but he wanted to make sure he did not die in the fire, and he made it through. I guess perhaps he wanted to make sure that no leg shots caught him in the fire while he gets in position for, from the looks of it, Unkaru to go ahead and leap in. Very interesting decision making here from SK. It looks as though they have both of their Guardians holding the ball together. I'm not entirely sure what that is all about, but Yogurt there thinking about the leap on that little corner. It's a little bit safer from certain plays the other team can do. However, as we have seen, it is risky in terms of the leap bugging out. Yogurt now finds IDM. He is able to sap him. He knows that there's not much time in order for the leap to come off an IDM. The stun wears off. He knocks Yogurt down. No Guardian, no leap target there for the Guardian. Looks as though SK's thinking here with the two Guardians is to make sure that they score at the last second with only a minute left. Of course, the last team to have possession of the ball is the winner. And so keeping the two Guardians there, when the ball timer runs out, as you only have so much time before you must get rid of the ball. The idea is to be able to get that ball to the other Guardian so that at least one of them will be able to leap and score at that very last minute. We will see what is going to happen here if they're going to be able to pull it off. As I said, very intelligent, very creative play from SK as a general rule here. Karu does have that ball. He's going to get fire pulled now and just having to burn his stun break to get out. And now he knows that he's in a little bit of a bad position. He has no stun break. He cannot afford to hold it any longer for the sake of the potential for a score. Yogurt has it, and he is going to try to avoid getting in, but pushed in by Burning, knowing that the key to this here is to make sure that you get the ball, which Clutch is able to get. If they can hold that for 6 seconds, they're going to win. Very good play by Clutch, knocking Yogurt in for the score immediately, and SWtOR with the ball, not going to be in any danger. I believe it was SWtOR. It might have been Unala, or not SWtOR. What am I talking about? It was indeed one of Clutch players. But a 4-4 tie won by last possession by Clutch. Very close Huttball game, a lot of back and forth. Good plays on both sides, but ultimately Clutch able to pull this out, and it was Alba that had the ball at the end there. So, thanks guys for checking that out, and keep your eyes open for more Raven Warzone plays from Prophecy of the Five and from any other server that can put out a good game. This is once again Elskin from I Am Legend of Prophecy of the Five. Good luck.